I was kind of thinking about talking about this Bible story we had in church on Sunday because it was funny to me because I am seriously definitely launching my like exploring faith with Rackets locals exclusive series, and I was like, maybe this would be a good kind of like intro to the type of shit we're gonna talk about. It's the story of David and his like protection army. I don't know if you guys know much about David, but he's in his like protection army with a whole bunch of soldiers just walking around protecting everybody with like swords and shit. And he's gonna go to this one rich guy's house. This guy's super rich, and the rich guy doesn't have any food prepared. They know David's coming with 400 soldiers. Very subtle. And he's gonna show up, and the guy's like, "Nah, fuck David. That guy's stupid." And the wife's like, "Oh my god, David's gonna come murder all of us." Because David, you know, he's like, that's what he does. He just kills like entire households or whatever. And he was, and the guy like didn't respond to his little like liaison that he sent forward. Liaison's like, "Yeah, David, he's not gonna have a party for us." He's like, "That motherfucker." So he shows up with 400 soldiers, and the wife gets together a whole bunch of food and like good stuff, and has like this nice spread laid out. And she shows up, and David's like, "Oh, hey, hey," and she's like, "Oh, David, huh, I heard you were coming. This is all from my husband. He really wanted this spread to be here waiting for you, or whatever." And David's like, "Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Thanks, girl. How you doing? What up? I'm not gonna kill your whole household now," because finally he does it. Like he's like, "I'm not gonna kill your whole household." She's like, "Oh, thanks. That's really nice of you." And then long story short, 10 days later, the guy dies because God like kills him or whatever. So David didn't have to. Like the guy just dies. And David's like, "Oh, thanks, God. You know, for helping me out with this one. Like this guy's dead. I'm gonna marry his wife though." And David marries the dead guy's wife, like just out of nowhere. And it's like, okay, this is one of those stories that doesn't make much sense. Because like if you told it now, like, yeah, you know, like I was gonna kill this guy, but then like I went to his house, his wife gave us a bunch of food, so I decided not to kill him or his wife or anybody else. And 10 days later he mysteriously dies. And then I just you know, I just married his wife because that was never the plan at all. Like, okay. But we're like, oh yeah, this is fine. No, David did the right thing here. And this woman did the right thing. And the guy died because he did the wrong thing. God killed him for it. It's like, holy shit. That's a really weird, kind of cool God. But anyway, there's just a short story. I was thinking about when we actually do these, I'll probably read them. You hope this isn't a real life metaphor story? No, I don't think there's anyone I'm showing up to their house with like 400 soldiers.